I'm Jackie, health coach for midlife women and beyond. And you have just stepped into day 3 of quitting sugar in midlife and beyond. I'm so glad you were here. Day 1, I talked about a strategy for how to take a 30-minute break and take a lap, whether it was mental or physical, when you had a sugar craving. So we could try to figure out the patterns for when and why you're having sugar cravings. Day 2, we talked about how eating enough protein can crush those cravings. And today, we're going to talk about another reason for most of our sugar cravings. Starting in menopause transition and what feels like for many of us forevermore, sleep becomes a struggle. And when we are suffering from a lack of quality sleep or enough sleep, we are pushing our hunger hormones up and pushing our satiety hormones down and spinning the cortisol because it thinks our body is in a chronic stress mode. And you know, when you don't have a good night's sleep, I'm sure you've noticed that you have not a prayer of walking by a donut because your body is tired and it knows it needs quick energy, and it knows that that quick energy is going to come from sugary foods and refined carbs that act like sugar in your system. I know most of you don't really think there's much you can do about how you sleep. I mean, you're trying, you go to bed, maybe at a good time, and you try to sleep in as much as you can, but you wake up in the middle of the night most nights, maybe a few times, and then you naturally wake up early. So here are the best tips I've learned as a health coach for how to sleep better. You should check out Dr. Andrew Huberman's Sleep Toolkit for more and deeper information, or check out my blogs at jackiegarrison.com. Number 1 is there are a lot of behaviors that we can practice that'll make a big difference in how we sleep. First, try to close your kitchen by 7 p.m. and then be in bed by 10 p.m. or before. Keep the lights low all throughout the evening. And then when you get up in the morning, get outside within an hour of waking, and for 10 minutes, walk, sip your coffee. Gratitude practice is great, but look towards the rising sun and try to get some of that early morning sunlight. Your eyes are an extension of your brain, and they are the trigger for your circadian clock, and they're going to help you set when is a good wake time, when is a good sleep time for your body. So this will have to be practiced consistently over time. You also have to develop a bedtime routine. I always tell clients, if you want to sleep like a baby, you have to have a routine like a baby. Something like a warm bath or a shower that starts warm and cools off a little bit right before bed. Time to read, relax. Things like meditating, breath work, journaling, yoga are fabulous for helping you transition and rest your nervous system and get ready for a good night of sleep. It's also a really good idea to put those phones and devices to bed early, or to even put them to bed in another room. Now that you've got your routine down and you are working it in the morning and in the evening to get a good night's sleep, it's still not quite clicking for you after a week or 2. I want you to talk to your doctor about possibly taking a magnesium supplement. A supplement that I recommend for sleeping better, that you would need to talk to your doctor about and make sure it does not interact with any medications, is a magnesium 3 and 8, 400 milligrams, 30 minutes to an hour before bed. I hope that you can sleep like a baby and crush those sugar cravings. I'll see you tomorrow.